Hey there, my name's James and I'm one of the dentists at Annandale Village Dentistry. In the last video I made a boil and bite mouthguard, which is the type of mouthguard you can buy from a chemist or a sports store, take it home and make it yourself in your kitchen. I wasn't really happy with the way it fit and I don't think it gave me a very good level of protection. In fact, I thought it was more dangerous than anything else. If you haven't checked out that video, I highly recommend you look at that one before you watch this. In this video I'm going to make a custom mouthguard. So I've got my own team's colors here and then a blank one that comes over top. 4.5mm and 3mm for a 7.5mm mouthguard, which I think is a good level of protection for something like ice hockey, field hockey, or any sort of contact sport such as rugby or AFL. We'll get started. In the last video I made, I used these models of my own teeth to show you how poorly a boil and bite mouthguard fit. I'll be using the same cast to build a custom mouthguard, and in another video we'll compare the custom and boil and bite mouthguards together. So I'm going to apply a sealer to this mouthguard here. Just painting this on so that the plastic does not stick to the model itself. I'm going to heat the plastic. And really work it into all the different grooves. I've blown that very thin because I don't want to add any thickness to this. I want this to be as close to my teeth as possible. I don't want to make these teeth any larger. So by adding too thick of a layer of separator, you change the size of your teeth, you change the shape of your teeth. So now that that's there, place this just in the center here and make sure that this is lined up. So this is going to be heated and come over the top here. Thin. Now this is heating up the mouthguard blank very, very hot, much hotter than the near boiling water that we dipped our boil and bite mouthguard into. And that heats up for, it's got another 20 seconds to go here, and then I'm going to flip this up over top and it's going to press down on top of the guard and really tip that over, and that is molten, that is hot. Press that over and lock it tight, and now for 180 seconds that's built up a lot of pressure and it's pushing that mouthguard material all over around it. And that's what we're trying to do with the boil and bite that we're unable to do. So with the boil and bite I was pressing on it, trying to push it close to my teeth. I was pushing my tongue up to the roof of my mouth, trying to suction that really tight against and push the kind of semi-floppy plastic into all the little nooks and crannies. And so what this machine is doing, it has positive pressure inside of this chamber here. It's pushing down air on top of the molten mouthguard blank, or the near molten mouthguard blank, and forcing it at all the nooks and crannies at a much harder and more effective pressure than I can generate with my own fingers and tongue. So here we are. We've got a mouthguard totally stuck in there, form fitted into the shape of my teeth here. Now I'm gonna have to cut this off, so I'll use some scissors here to open this up and then we'll have a look at it in a second. So there's layer one of my mouthguard, the rough trim to approximate size and shape. I'm now going to stick on a couple of labels. Okay, so the first layer is done and it's trimmed to size. I've stuck my team's logo right in the front and the team colors, practice logo, and my name on there. These logos are all customizable. You can stick whatever you want on in between the two layers. And there we have it. So that's the second clear layer over top. It gives it a nice shiny gloss. All the logos and everything are stuck in between there, and we'll just peel this off and cut it to size. So I've taken my cast here, my upper cast, and I also have an impression of my lower teeth here as well. And now I've mounted this on, this is called an articulator. And what it does is it is going to open and close and are reproducible in the exact same way each time. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a heat gun and heat up the bottom part of this material, and then open and close this a few times to get my indentations from my lower teeth so that they seat properly into the mouthguard. Okay, so I have a heat gun up to 250 degrees Celsius here, and I'm going to just warm up the bottom part of this mouthguard here, and over top and top. And I'll put that down, we'll close this down, and press that into my lower teeth. Now that's coming up and down in the same spot each time. It's not going side to side, so if I was to try to do this with my own mouth, I have no guarantee that I'm going to close my mouth in the same position each time. Now if I flip that up, I'm just starting to get a few little indents on these back teeth here. I need to get indents so all of my teeth are contacting throughout here. So I'm going to work away on that. press that down to the side here. I'm going to push this down so that my teeth are in contact here. And I'm going to put a little bit of pressure on there. Open and a little bit of pressure. And you see those back teeth are starting to sink in a little bit. Reheat. And you can see there's a little bit of indentations in there now from those back teeth touching down. So I'm going to keep doing that until the front part of the teeth are touching the mouthguard as well.
So my posterior teeth have fully set into the back to allow my anterior teeth to just touch. Now all it needs is a bit of a polish and we're done. Check out our next video where we'll compare the Boil and Bite and custom mouthguards together.